it's upsetting you, and be delivered from that. Because if not, then you'll once again you'll go, and for a lot of addicts, you go from addiction to food addiction.
Oh yeah.
Like you
I,
start overeating, and you just bad habits. It's a bad habit. Addiction is addiction. I don't care what it is.
Yep, that is a fact. Addiction is addiction. You know, a lot of people think that the addiction may have started with their drug use, but usually the addiction is like a, it's like a, it's almost like an emotional thing. Like it's almost like
Hmm.
you gain attachments to things, and then you almost can't even see yourself living without them. And then once you do live
Hmm.
without them, like you experience a sense of withdrawal from those things, and it,
Yes.
it's a lifestyle, really. You know, like addiction is not only a disease, but it's unfortunately a lifestyle. Like
Yeah.
this is why a lot of addicts have trouble keeping up with their personal hygiene, with their cleanliness, with
Yes.
the way that they treat people, you know, because this is something that's more deep rooted than a lot of people understand. You know, a lot of
Yes.
people don't understand that this is something that is inside of us. This is something that we
Yes.
can't change. This is actually something that's part of our person, you know? So
Yes.
it starts with a deep look inside before we can kind of start to unravel and see all the problems that might be causing us to want to look outside of ourselves for help, you know? Because at the end of the day, the answer is inside of us. We cannot change unless we decide to change. We cannot
Yes.
make the decisions that we make if we do not decide to make those decisions. So the moment
Yes.
that you decide to make a change in your life, or the moment you decide to stop living the way that you've been living before, that is the start to something beautiful. You know, that's the
Yes.
start of us being able to have the opportunity to be able to literally be whatever we want. The sky is the limit. I've seen people
Yes.
come out of addiction, homeless, now multimillionaires, multiple properties,
Hmm.
multiple cars, and life isn't even about the material aspect of things. It just amazes me how us addicts and alcoholics can get from 0 to 100 literally
Hmm.
extremely quick. The type of person that it takes to actually be an addict or alcoholic and go through with it, like not everybody could handle being an addict or alcoholic. Not everybody
No.
could handle. This is
Mm.
not like, this is beating up on yourself every single day for long periods of time. You know, like this is it's hard for people. It's hard for people to
Yeah.
understand why we decide to use, why we go back sometimes, and I feel like people don't really understand us as addicts and alcoholics, and that's the whole point of our page, to kind of like spread awareness or understanding of what's going on. So,